Hi Aries, welcome to your April 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're sun, moon or rising sign Aries, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. And if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you in your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month of April has in store for you. If you are celebrating this month, a happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope that you have an amazing one, and remember, as I always say, please don't forget to fill the day of your solar return with a little bit of everything that you want this whole year ahead to have in it for you. All right, use your solar return to set the imprint or the intention for what it is that you want moving forward. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you have the Page of Cups. So some of you this month could be getting a new pet. Some of you could be getting a puppy or a kitten, pet fish, snake, rattlesnake, whatever floats your boat. The Page of Cups very often can come up for pregnancy, but it can also be the creative inception of a project, and it can also be a new pet. Sometimes this shows up as a pregnancy or a baby, sometimes it shows up as an animal. And because this is your actions and interactions with the world at large, I kind of feel that this will be, for a lot of you, you're getting a new pet, maybe welcoming something new into the home. For a select few of you, this may very well be either a new relationship or partnership connection, but it's one that you are seeking out. This is about you kind of putting your best foot forward in this regard, if that makes sense. Or it could be literally the acquisition of a new, like I said, a new pet. That's the easiest way to put it. Now, because this is your actions and interactions with the world at large, this is very much what is being led by you. And I think in a lot of ways, this is you bringing the inside out. So this is you going to be very expressive with your emotions this month. You may even have opportunities to have a heart-to-heart with somebody that makes, all the difference for a relationship. I really like this. I think in a lot of ways, Aries are going to be really honest about how they feel this month, which is fantastic. So, let's have a look at your money and materials. You have the Four of Cups. There's a lot of water energy so far before we've really even gone anywhere. Now, the Four of Cups, especially with the Page of Cups, there's a suggestion here, like the feeling that I get from it is this month there could be an opportunity to make more money. There might be some way of getting ahead. So this might be somebody says, look, I've got this that I need to do, but I don't have the time or the energy to do it. Are you interested? So it could be like a little boost to the cash that comes unexpectedly, either through friends or family. It will probably be something relatively practical in nature. The reason I say that because it comes through the guise of the number 4, which tends to be sort of real world stuff. The other thing as well, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Four of Cups is very much you looking at and into your this will be your stomach, and when I say your stomach, not like the Virgo type of this, like your digestive system. This is like the things that you can and can't eat and paying attention to those. It could also see you really starting to uncover the links between your nervous mental energy and your physical tummy upsets, I guess, if that's probably the way that I want to put it. Another way that this could show up as well is this would be a week where you probably a month where you probably want to look after your chest, i.e. your lungs, etc. Now, when it comes to your home and environment, this could literally be you welcoming something or someone new into your space, which is really nice for you. I think the other way as well that I would say when it comes to your finances this month, there are opportunities to get ahead, but it's going to be small things. Like I feel like there might be several opportunities on a smaller level for you to make money, or this is you getting started with a new job maybe for some of you, or even creating and starting your own new revenue stream, which could be really exciting. For your communications and communications and conversations with the world at large, you have the Lovers card, right? So I definitely feel that love is in the air this month for the Aries people. The thing is though, right, because you've got that Lovers card there and you've got that Page of Cups in the beginning, I do feel like any relationship that comes in this month is going to be, it's almost like it's going to touch you in a way that sees you really having to pay attention to how you actually feel, and it's going to see you talking very openly about this. So interestingly enough, it may be that there's like a little bit of infatuation going on, you know, on either side or maybe on both. It may be as well that something in this person that you find yourself connecting to, if you are single and looking, it may be that this person that's coming in, maybe they trigger something in you and it forces you to look at maybe the way that you relate to people, the way that you feel about relationships, the way that you connect with people on that kind of level. This is going to be a great month for really talking about how you feel and being open about it. Now, the Lovers card itself represents Gemini, and it can be about choices. So when it comes to the communication and especially the work sphere this month, because you got it right next to the Four of Cups, again, there could be this opportunity to get ahead, but it's going to see you, in a way, I kind of feel like the conversation that you're having with your work is like you almost get to choose your own hours. Maybe you get to choose, you know, who you work with. Maybe you are, you know, put in charge of a project of some kind. Now, the really interesting thing is I kind of get the impression that you're not going to see this come in. It may very well just kind of show up and then you're like, oh, okay, this is happening. So you have to just kind of go with it and do what you can. When it comes to your love and relations, you have the Two of Pentacles. Whatever connection on a relationship level starts this month, it's going to be a slow build. I really feel that whoever it is that's coming in for you, single Aries people that are aligning with new relationships or maybe deepening current relationships that are relatively new, I feel like this person's going to be around for a long time. Now, in its time sequence, the Two of Pentacles represents 2 years, but it can also represent growth and expansion. But this is very much through the energy of doing rather than just kind of passively sitting back. Now, for those of you that are partnered or in relationships, the Two of Pentacles coupled with the Lovers card, I mean, this is really nice. This is you and your partner looking at what is possible on the material level. It might be that you guys are deciding, you know what, we want to move in together. Maybe this is you deciding, actually, you know what, we've had enough of renting, we now want to buy. Something about your relationship is going to the next level. So for those of you that have been in a relationship for a long time, maybe you're already moved in together, this is where you decide to get married. Maybe you're already married and this is where you decide to start a family. Definitely possible. And maybe if it's not that, this is about you saying, right, you know what, I think maybe we're ready to buy the forever home, or maybe even a holiday home. Either which way, I think relationships are definitely highlighted for you guys this month, and I actually think that's a really good thing. So for your first week of the month, you have the Moon card coupled with the Page of Cups. So interesting energy because it's very Piscean, and you know, especially if you're whatever your placement in Aries, actually, sun, moon or rising, technically Pisces is the sign before you, so technically it's the 12th, right? So anything that comes up through the 12th sees us reflective. It's going to see you really paying attention to what your past triggers, issues and traumas are over the course of this first week. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if anything, this is about you becoming aware of what your triggers are and then saying, wow, you know what, I can't believe this has ruled my life for so long, and this is where you make the change point. Now pay attention to what comes up in this first week of April, because the chances are this is going to be something that you are either revisiting next year or is going to be it's going to be an undercurrent for the next year ahead. The reason I say that is because the Moon card coupled with the Page of Cups is literally the time of Pisces. So something for you to be aware of going forward. All right, for your second week of the month, you have the World card with the Four of Cups. This is very much about your connections. This is very much, so when it comes to work, finances, money and the living situation, it's all about who you know this month, especially this second week of the month. There could be some sort of support that comes from your current community or support network, your groups of people, group associations. All of this stuff in the second week of April is going to be to the fore. Now, when it comes to your money, it's going to come through people that you know and possibly possibly people that are already in, you know, quite high positions. It does suggest as well that this month, especially in the second week of April, there's going to be an energy where your superiors or people in positions of authority are taking a shine to you. Let them. All right. This would also be a really good month, you know, whether you're a man or a woman, irrelevant, or however you identify. Really not an issue. Look after your physical structure this month as well. Like, pay attention to your bones, strengthening your body as much as you possibly can. When it comes to your third week of the month, you have the Chariot card. All right, so this is nice. Communications are going to be fast. They're going to be dynamic. They're going to be fun this week, this third week of the month. Now, remember, it's fair to say that Mars will be moving into the sign of Cancer this month. So for those of you, I mean, for all of you in some way, shape or form, remember Mars isn't necessarily at his best in the sign of Cancer, which means in some way, shape or form, he's... I think the term is debilitated, and you know, when people hear that, they really freak out. So let's just say this could make you very passionate about the things that you care about. It could make you very passionate about the things that you want to defend, but you might go overboard with that. So, you know, I mean, as an example, if you're in a relationship, you could see somebody say something to your partner and you could really react to it. Like, find a way to measure your responses this month and find a way to communicate clearly on what it is that you're trying to get across. Like, if you're feeling discomfort, anger, annoyance, find the right words to articulate that. I mean, the Lovers card suggests that you'll be able to. It does suggest as well, for those of you that are partnered, you are maybe planning a holiday this month, especially in the third week. Or it could be as well, for those of you that are single and have been, you know, talking to someone, messaging someone, etc. This third week could see you actually going to meet this person in the physical, tangible world, which is great. You know, it means that you're paying attention to my message about we ain't out here getting catfished in 2021, right? For your fourth week of the month, you have the Hanged Man. So anything that is worth doing when it comes to a relationship. I'm hearing Cheryl Cole in my head at the moment. Anything that's worth having. Seriously though, when it comes to relationships, anything that's worth having or doing or being a part of is worth fighting for, is worth taking your time with. Remember, the Hangman doesn't do anything fast. It's not a card of jumping in haphazardly. It's a card of taking a moment to reassess, reevaluate, evaluate the situation as well, and then sort of progress in a way that feels right to you. Now, for those of you that are newly meeting someone or connecting with someone, remember the Hanged Man does have a Neptunian point or energy to it. So you just want to make sure that from the beginning, the finances, what is acceptable when it comes to money and finances, is outlined very clearly. When it comes to those of you that are moving in with somebody, this would be also something that you want to pay acute detail to. Who pays what half, you know, what the bills and you know, the bits and bobs are. For those of you that are already partnered or in relationships, I really like this because in a way, for me, it kind of suggests that there's an energy here where you guys are deciding to take things to that next level. It's where the relationship has already reached a peak experience and you're wanting to take it beyond. Now, if you are getting into a big financial commitment that you're doing together, just make sure that you read the fine print, all right? Just make sure that you've got all of the facts and figures before you sort of charge straight in. Okay, now for your key to the month card, which is a human design oracle card, you have Gate 1 and Create. So this is a month where you and all of your connections need to have that creative energy. It's also where you need to find that Aries energy. Like, one of the things that, aside from charging in and being strong, bold and dynamic and all the rest of it, Aries is a very youthful energy, and the Create card has that energy to it as well. It's about finding that youthful sort of aspect, you know, where everything is new to you, where something is novel, where you feel that excitement because it's new and exciting and pioneering and bold and dynamic. Find a way to tap into this energy this month, you know, especially like for those of you that are getting new pets, for those of you that are having new babies, etc., all of that, or even in inciting or incepting new projects. All of these things are going to spur you on in that way and see you tapping into your own innate energy. One thing that I probably will say to all of you, whether you're Sun, Moon or Ascendant Aries, take time to nourish and nurture your inner child this month, especially as Mars comes into Cancer. That's probably the best way that you can alleviate some of the challenges that might arise from your ruler, Sun, Moon or Ascendant ruler, moving into the sign of Cancer. You know, protect and nurture and nourish yourself, but also find out what you're passionate about protecting, nurturing and nourishing. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.